Well, hello there, Aries. This is Erica from the Lotus Connection. Welcome to your reconciliation reading with your ex, the beginning portion of December. So December 1st through the 15th. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is a generalized reading, therefore the messages may not resonate for each and every one of you. If the messages do not resonate, take what does, leave what doesn't, or check your other signs. If those messages are not for you either, you can always book a personalized reading with me. My information will be in the description box down below. So let's take a look at what's going on between you and your ex-partner that you're currently thinking about right now. In regards to how you feel, we have the Moon card. It's a lot of, I'm getting a lot of different messages for this Moon card, and it can definitely vary depending on each and every one of your situations. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't, or again, this may not resonate for each and every one of you. Also, before I forget, I do tend to swear. So before I get into this reading, if that's something that really offends you, you may just want to stop the recording at this point in time, okay? I'm giving you a fair warning. I do not want to hear it in the comments. I'm not going to change who I am as a person. It's me swearing has nothing to do with me reading, okay? But if it offends you, I respect it. I understand it. Just move on, okay? So anyway, in regards to how you feel, we have the Moon card. So to me, it's like some of you guys could be having some sort of telepathic communication with your ex, or trying to have this telepathic communication. A lot of you guys are honing in on your intuitive abilities or psychic abilities. A lot of you guys are having dreams that are giving you messages. There's some sort of like magic you're feeling. There's a lot of powerful sparks of inspiration that is happening around you right now. But there also could be some disillusionment. You could be disillusioned to the idea of love, or disillusioned to your ex at this point in time based on what was happening. There could be some confusion that's going on. In regards to signs, real quick, so people that you're dealing with at this point in time, I know a lot of people like to know, really you could be dealing with anybody. Okay, but with the Moon card, you could be dealing with a Pisces. We do have 2 Pentacle cards here. This is Earth energy, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And then we have the Chariot card, which is Cancer. And we have the King of Swords, which is air elements. So that's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, you do not necessarily need to be working with individuals, you don't necessarily need to be in or have an ex that are part of these signs. They could have elements of them in their chart, or they could simply demonstrate some characteristics of this. But with this Moon card, again, you know, your ex could be a Pisces, but there's a lot of you right now that's trying to really connect with the root of your feelings, trying to figure out yourself, doing some shadow work, really going within. And how your ex feels about you right now, we have the 9 of Pentacles. I see them seeing you as somebody who's taking charge of your life, somebody who is really working on themselves, really tapping into rebuilding their self-confidence and self-love. So they see you as taking care of yourself right now. The potential for reconciliation, we have the King of Pentacles. This is somebody stepping into their power, somebody who has become stable financially, mentally, physically, basically all aspects of the elements, essentially, all areas, and just being very stable and grounded, wanting to offer long-term commitment. Thing about Pentacles, though, is it's very slow-moving energy. I'm not so certain that it would happen immediately, but things are being set in motion. Somebody does want to offer, and I'm reading it as your ex because I do see them seeing you changing, because you are doing some inner work here. With the King of Pentacles, it's wanting to provide that long-term commitment, that long-term stability, and financial abundance. And it's just very grounded energy. With the advice being here with the King of Swords, this is about you needing to speak your truth and to be confident and to have strength. It's about not getting so wrapped up in your emotions. Standing up against all odds. There could be other individuals in your area, your arena of friends, family, whatever, what have you, who are really against you and your ex. And it's sort of saying, like, be firm in your own judgment, stand up against all odds, don't concern yourself with opinions of sheep, okay? Step into being a lion power. My uncle, and I really love the saying, my uncle said, you can't act like a lion and come out of something like a lamb. You have to commit to being a lion, no matter what. So you have to commit to being a lion, not worrying about opinions of sheep at this point. Really, like, I feel like for some of you guys have been sort of, for some of you, you could have been really emotional about this and acting on impulses. For some of you, it would be like pissed off at one point in time, and you could have said something or did something that really, created issues in the relationship or created an issue while you're in separation. It's kind of saying, like, step back and come from a place of rational thinking. Not necessarily saying to be harsh or insensitive, but just kind of being firm and expressing good judgment and really thinking about things before moving forward. Kind of being in your own power, essentially. Okay? And then we have the Chariot for the outcome. So again, you could be dealing with somebody who has Cancer in their chart or is a Cancer sun. But again, doesn't have to be. The Chariot talks about really moving forward in victory, really stepping into your own power, being the leader, really going after what it is you want, your goals, and putting effort, moving forward, being victorious in this. Now's, for some of you, it's like having the willpower, but for some of you, this may mean, and we're going to clarify everything, but this may mean that you may be reconciling with your ex and moving towards that. For others of you, it's like figuring out what you want and moving forward. But with the Chariot here, really anything's possible, but you need to be that driving force. You need to have the energy in order to maintain it. You can't go into things with this lion energy and coming out of things with sheep energy or coming out with a lamb energy. You have to go at this. You have to have willpower. You have to align with what it is that you want in order to get shit done. This is about inner strength and confidence, steadfast determination, right? This is about working diligently towards your goal and being successful at it. So again, it's possible you guys could reconcile. It's possible that you may move on. All right? Possibly you could be moving on with a Cancer. All right? Because you're doing a lot of inner work and things could change. And your ex is seeing that. They are seeing that. So let's just kind of, oops, the pencil just fell. Let's kind of go through the storyline here and see what we have. See what we have in order to see if it changes anything, get clarification. Why is the moon here for how Aries feels about their ex at this time frame? All right, so we have 8 of Coins, that fell out of the deck and fell on the floor. So this is letting me know at this point in time, like you, I feel like, are focusing in on yourself. You're not really thinking so much about your ex, or your ex isn't necessarily at the forefront of your thought process. You do want to be with them, but you're realizing that you have a lot of work that you need to do, a lot of things that you need to reevaluate. You do want commitment, but you realize in order for commitment to really be in the relationship, there needs to be work, or work needs to be done. You could feel like your ex needs to work on themselves as well, or put in the effort. Some of you guys are focusing in on hobbies or your work, which is keeping you kind of in this disillusionment about your ex. I kind of feel like for some of you guys, like I said, you guys are curious, but at the same token, it's like they could have hurt you in your relationship, or you could have been the one that didn't really necessarily want to be in a relationship any longer. And so therefore, you know, you've kind of separated yourself and they're kind of like working things out, but you're still curious. You're still curious. You're still curious about things. I did get the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel like you are feeling that, you know, the situation could change. It could go back towards your favor. You may feel like you're maybe not panicking so much and you're working on yourself because you feel like you've been that the separation has been divinely guided, that your relationship's divinely guided, and that, you know, if it's meant to be, it will be type of thing. I do feel like a lot of you guys have surrendered, but again, it doesn't mean that you guys are not curious. You guys are just really working on yourself, really working on what it is that you want, putting your finances and stability at the forefront, trying to get yourself grounded. Again, energies can be reversed, so you could feel this way about your ex, that your ex is trying to do that. But I feel like it's more you guys, Aries, taking energy, taking time for yourself, putting the energy towards yourself. Okay. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here for how Aries ex feels about them? Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Please clarify why the Nine. Thank you. King of Coins. So we got the King of Pentacles here, King of Coins here. And so, you know, I do see them seeing you working on yourself and really working to get stable. So again, you could have left them because you may have realized that maybe you were not ready for a relationship, that you realized you needed to work things out, or you realized they needed to work things out. But either way, it's like they see you as somebody who is working on themselves, giving themselves self-care, self-love, but also reaching a state of stability. They could feel like you are long-term material. Just because the King of Coins is here, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be male, or, you know, this could be female as well. But the King of Coins or King of Pentacles, again, is that it's that grounded energy. This is an individual who knows who they are, who's very grounded, stable in their finances, stable, supportive. This is somebody who pays attention to every detail, who is open to new opportunities. This is somebody who has a clear vision of their future and moves forward. So this person definitely does have a really good viewpoint of who you are, or who you are moving towards. This could also be that they are single and they are working on themselves and they're working on stability. Because again, we do have this King of Pentacles in the potential here. So somebody is I feel like both of you guys are working really hard on yourselves at this time frame. There was something in the relationship. Yeah, Nine of Coins again here. Yeah, I do get both of you guys are single at this time frame, really working on yourselves, really working to get this stability here, this long-term commitment. I do feel for many of you guys, this was like a mutual breakup, because maybe you both weren't ready or mature enough, it almost seems like. Because then we have the Queen of Wands here. So it's like, I'm getting this energy. It's like that you both, the potential of reconciliation and long-term is here. But it's going to take slow time because you guys are working on yourselves and you're becoming, we have this fire energy here, which is Aries energy, you know, it's Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy here, but it's like we're working on ourselves. We're single in order to bring about this Queen of Wands who's very charismatic, who knows themselves, who's very sensual and confident and goes after what they want. And I feel like you guys are single and they are single because you both are kind of working on yourselves in order to step into your Queen of Wands power, you know, of this self-confidence, this self-mastery, and going after what you want, which is long-term commitment and stability, which is that King of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys are working towards that, and it's happening rather quickly in regards to this Queen of Wands energy. But in regards to potential reconciliation, it's going to take a while because now you guys want to do this right. Now you guys want to start off as friends and move from friends to see how it continues to keep moving forward, rather than being like in a situation of fools rush in, where it's like we're rushing into everything and realizing that we're not yet on the same page. But yet there's a lot of love still here. Why is the King of Swords in the advice position? Thank you. We have King of Swords again. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's needing to look at the situation practically instead of looking at it in an emotional way. It's really gaining that mental clarity. And also possibly being careful how we interact with other people. With the King of Swords or King of Arrows, that's the air energy here, it could be how we talk to people. Sometimes we could be very short and very cutting with words and not really knowing that we can act or appear that way. And so it's just saying being mindful of the way you talk to other individuals, okay? Being mindful of how you talk to other individuals, because we do have the Eight of Swords here. You can put yourself in this position of staying stuck, not being able to move forward, not knowing or feeling trapped in something that you may have said. This also could be careful in regards to the way that you're thinking, because your negative thought patterns could keep you stuck in this energy of not being able to move forward, not gaining clarity, all right, or not being able to reconcile with your ex. Why is the Chariot here for the advice, for the possible outcome, reconciliation for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? For possible outcome. Thank you. Eight of Wands. So communication, movement forward. This is talking about fast, steady, transitioning, moving forward. So for those of you who will be reconciling with your ex, or looking to reconcile with your ex for this month, I do see that it will be happening rather quickly in a sense of communication, or, you know, working on moving forward together on the same page, on the same course, taking charge of your emotions. If you're dealing with somebody who you haven't talked to in a really long time, or who has sort of, you know, kept you at a distance, I do see that them coming towards you within the next few days. It could be 8 hours, 8 days, 8 weeks. But I'm more in the sense of 8 days. Could be that you could get some communication from them, which is interesting because it looks like those are doves flying around, which I'm really loving that right now, because another reader for Twin Flames had suggested divine messages being shown in a dove, and I just think that that's funny how all of a sudden I see a dove, which I didn't know in this deck would have it. This is like really my first time really working with this. And then so there's too many cards that fell and too many cards now, but let me see. Yeah, I'm going to tell you these cards. Yeah. So the Eight of Wands, we have the Empress card here, Two of Arrows, Knight of Cups, and Three of Cups. That kind of just fell out of the deck to kind of clarify. So I am feeling that this person's going to come towards you or take charge because they see you as somebody who is worth fighting for, somebody that they do want to create a relationship with, somebody who's abundant, somebody who is just sensual and knows who they want and is confident, and they're wanting to communicate towards you. I do feel that with the Two of Arrows, which is the Two of Swords, they're unsure about how to come about it. They may be unsure in regards to whether or not you would accept it. This could also be your energy. You may want to be going towards this individual because you see them for the way that they are and it's kind of inspiring you. You want to communicate. But again, there's some sort of uncertainty how to go about it, feeling stuck. But I do feel with this Knight of Cups that regardless, we're going to push through that energy because we have that Chariot energy, that driving force, that wanting to move towards and offer something romantic. So somebody's going to come in with a romantic gesture, all right? And they're going to express romantic feelings. And then we have the Three of Cups. This is a reconciliation card. This is also talking about celebration with family and friends. So it could be that when you guys do come together, your family and friends are going to be really excited and really happy. It's very well could have been an individual in your life where people really did enjoy and like their company and liked them for you. So again, I do feel like when you guys do come together, there is a possibility that you guys will, maybe towards the holidays, however, or it could just be that communication happens around the holidays, okay? Because the Three of Cups does talk about celebration, talks about family and friends gatherings. So again, I do feel like for you guys, family parties, things like that, this individual may be invited to. You could be going out to a function that's happening within work or a functioning that's happening within your town and the other individual happens to be there. So again, I do feel like you guys would be, definitely being reached out to in the next 8 hours, 8 days, or definitely around the holidays. So definitely good energy here. It's just, definitely keep up working on yourself and elevating yourself. That's important, okay? All right, I'm going to pull from the Psychic Tarot for the heart. And then I'm also going to pull some Romance Angel cards. And then that will be concluding your reading for from December 1st to the 15th. And then we'll redo this reading in the 15th to see if anything's changed. Or if you want to look at your particular situation, feel free to book an appointment with me. All right, so what messages can we provide Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs regarding reconciliation with their ex for December 1st through the 15th? What messages would we like to provide at this time frame? What messages of love would we like to provide Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So we have strengthening bonds, share the love, and blossom here, which is really good energy. With the strengthening bonds, it's like, again, it's this Pentacle energy. It's the King of Pentacle energy. It's the Empress energy. It's the King of Arrows, the King of Swords energies. It's about you providing stability and being grounded in yourself, which then opens up potential in your relationships to bring that stability. It's about, that King of I keep saying Wands, the King of Swords energy, about being realistic about what you can expect from others. It's about maintaining that respect. Oh, I found a card that fell on the floor. 6 of Wands. So you guys are definitely going to be successful in relationships and reconciling. I definitely feel like for the month of December. And again, very possible with that party. It's about being down to earth by not needing to set expectations of people. And when you're down to earth, you're more likely to have these things. You're more likely to find stability and reconciliation with your partner. Anything that's scattered, this too, talking about scattered energy, is going to keep you in this stuck position, not being able to move forward. So with the strengthening bonds, it's really about stability and being grounded in yourself, because when we do that, we're able to transform the situation. And then we have this share the love card. And this is talking about you being open, you being celebratory in your relationships. This is you getting out there. This is the 3 of Cups energy. It's about you moving through a period of joy and tranquility. This is about friendship. This is about letting go, and really just like moving forward, taking time to really spend with your family and friends. This could be an indication that you need to be friendly with your ex instead of moving immediately into a relationship. It's about you reaching out to your family and friends support groups. It's like, go and do it. This could also be that maybe through volunteering you could meet somebody, or maybe your ex may be there. This could be you going to an event. This could be you going to a support group or some type of hobby group, right? It's just about meeting new people, making lifelong friends, and having and feeling that joy of connecting. This could also be you needing to feel positive and to kind of feel that joy about connecting with your ex and sharing love in a compassionate, unconditional way. And then we have Blossom, right? Wrapping that up, we have Blossom, which is a major arcana in this deck, because the way that he designed this, it's supposed to be like tarot. This is the Judgment card. This is Judgment can be reconciliation. It's about awakening. It's about transformation. It's about changing directions, or going in a possible direction, growth possibilities. So it's like there needs to be love and care and attention needed in order for this relationship to grow, develop, and blossom. Needing to trust and be open with each other. Okay, and needing to nurture this relationship and this love that you both share. If you want reconciliation, it's about unconditional love here. It's about seizing the energies and harnessing them, being open to new opportunities, awaken to the possibilities of what it is deep down in your heart. It's a period of growth, especially when it comes to reconciliation. So there's a possibility you guys will reconcile, but you also need to make sure that you nurture the relationship, that you give it time and energy and love in order for it to grow. There is an affirmation that he does have with this card, and it's, I awaken to the beauty of relationships that nurture me. I awaken to the beauty of relationships that nurture me. That's actually a really great affirmation that you can say, especially if you do have any negative thought processes regarding this situation. But I definitely feel this is great energy. It's very much like Cancer's energy, which is odd because we do have the Chariot here, which does indicate Cancer energy. But really, again, you could be dealing with like anyone. But very similar messages in regards to reconciliation, which is really great. Okay, what other? cards would we like to provide? What messages of love would we like to provide Aries regarding their ex and reconciliation at this time frame? Thank you. What other messages can we provide? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Messages of... Sorry about that. I had a call come through. So we got here... I'm going to pull one more. I got 3. I want to pull one more. One more message for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Thank you. I got a call in the middle of doing this. All right. These are good cards. So we got separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So obviously you guys are not together right now, and that's why you're looking at this reconciliation reading. Okay. You deserve love. You are lovable. So again, tapping into the share the love, you need to love yourself. You need to regain that lovable nature, knowing that you are lovable in all your forms, giving yourself love. You definitely deserve love, Aries. Everyone does. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. And, you know, that's about the King of the Swords. It's really coming in and having that communication, that honest communication, really speaking your truth, not hiding things, being very realistic, understanding, not setting up expectations of others. It's just really going within, it's really expressing what's within your heart. And then last but not least, we have wedding. The situation involves marriage. I do feel like for many of you guys, this relationship ended amicably because you both realized that you guys were not yet ready, or one of you were not ready yet to commit. But I feel like when you guys move forward, since you guys have taken this time to really figure out what it is that you want, what it is that you need, really being true to yourselves, I do feel like this individual or you both are going to come back and really wanting to commit to one another. Wedding doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are going to get married, but it could mean that the relationship will be more long-term than it has been before, a new level of commitment. For some of you guys, the relationship could have ended at a time where you guys were going to get married. Maybe you guys had to put it on hold. This is saying you guys will be coming back together. You will have that wedding. Some of you guys may already be married or dealing with somebody who is married. They could still stay married. All right. And this outcome could be you with somebody else. All right. But in good faith, I think for many of you guys are both single, working on yourselves, and I do feel like you guys are going to come back together and you guys are going to have a higher level of commitment. Or if you guys had put your plans of getting married on hold, I definitely think it's on the table. Or maybe this individual never wanted to get married, but you did. I think they've done some reevaluation, realizing that they do want to get married, and so that will be on the table. So very good reading here, very positive reading for the first half of December. So I look forward to reading for you guys on the 15th. I hope you have a wonderful holiday and celebration and being safe during this time frame. You know, for those of you who drink, go out, party, do whatever. So, you know, definitely stay safe. If you want to book an appointment, please do. Information's down below. I have a few spots available each day, so they fill up quite fast. And please like, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I just want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart, you know, for you guys giving this video a chance and watching it through. So thank you again. Love and light to all of you.